Boys and girls, today we are going to do the commutative property, which we kind of did yesterday. You guys all remember? But we're going to model the commutative property of multiplication and use it to find the products. What's a product again? Everybody?
The answer to a multiplication problem.
Good job. What are factors? Everybody?
The numbers in the multiplication sentence.
Yes, the two numbers that are being multiplied in a multiplication sentence. Good job, guys. I'm glad you remembered that vocabulary. Let's read the story so we can figure out what we are going to do.
Gabe works at the bird store. He arranges 15 boxes of bird seeds in rows on the shelf. What are 2 ways he can arrange the boxes in equal rows?
Okay, we kind of did this yesterday because we were finding how many ways we were going to make 8, how many ways we could make 6, and how many ways we could make 12. We have a different number today. And they're telling us only to make 2 ways to make 15. They're not telling us to make 4 ways yet or anything. They're just saying try to make 2 ways. Okay, so they're saying we're needing the square tiles and the math board. We don't need those things because we're going to just draw them. So, this says, circle the number that is the product. So, the blue box says circle the number that's the product. What's the product again you told me just a minute ago? The
answer to a multiplication sentence.
So, in the story, what's going to be the answer to the sentence?
15.
Circle that number. What did he say, everybody?
15.
Yes, 15 is the answer to our multiplication problem that we're going to have. Okay, now we are going to make an array. We're going to arrange 15 tiles in 5 equal rows. How many rows are we going to draw? 5. Okay, let's do that right now. Draw a quick picture. So, 5 rows. Remember, row 1, 2,
Can we
3,
use circles?
4, yes, 5. Yes, we can do circles instead. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's 5 rows, right?
Yes.
Okay, now, do we know how many to put in each row yet?
No.
No. Okay, watch me. When you get your 5, then eyes up here so you can watch me. Okay, we know 15 is our answer, right? Right? Okay, so we're going to have 15 circles, aren't we? Yes. So what we're going to do is we're just going to keep drawing circles going down until we have 15 circles. So in this one, we're going to draw another circle. So that would be
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, then we're going to keep drawing, but we're going to have to go back to the top again and try another one.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Okay, now here's the question. How many tiles are in each row? How many tiles are in each row then? We have 5 rows. How many tiles are in those rows, everyone?
3
3. 3 what?
tiles.
Tiles. So what multiplication sentence does our array show right now? Aubrey?
5.
Yes. What else? What's the other factor?
5.
Times
3.
equals. Okay. There's our multiplication sentence. 5 for the rows, 3 for how many in each row, and equals 15. And remember, that is how we're supposed to do the order. Okay, the rows, and then how many in each row?
7.
Yes.
It doesn't just say 1. says, what are 2 ways?
I know, we're doing the next way down here. Okay. All right, now, the next part, under the red line. Suppose Dave arranges the box in 3 rows. Draw a quick picture of that array. Okay, so instead of having 5 rows, we're going to have just 3. 1, 2, 3 rows. So let's start making our array with 15 circles, but in only 3 rows. I think you can do this on your own now, since I showed you how to do the other one. So go ahead and start. 1, 2, 3. Now we have to keep going, so we're going to have to put some more in the rows. 4, 5, 6. Keep going till you get to 15. Keep going till you get to 15. Can't go down anymore. You only have 3 rows. 1, 2, 3. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Keep going.
The answer to the question.
Okay. So I only have 6 right now, so I have to go 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Does your array look like mine?
Yes.
Okay, I hope so. How many tiles are in each of these rows now, everyone?
5 tiles.
5 tiles. So what is our multiplication now, Tyson? Not 4. 5 is the right second factor, but what's the first factor supposed to be? How many rows? Would you say? 3. 3 rows and 5 tiles in each row, so that's 3 times 5. And what does that equal, everyone?
15.
Okay.
It's
So,
just switched around.
it sure is. It's the
Commutative property of multiplication.
yes, of multiplication instead of addition. So, 2 ways Dave can arrange 15 boxes are in blank rows of 3. Everyone, what should that say?
5.
5 rows of 3, or in 3 rows of
5.
5. Okay, good job. Turn the page when you have that. Oh, it doesn't matter, guys. Let's not argue. Okay, guys, let's read the directions at the top. Multiplication property. The commutative property of multiplication states that when you change the order of the factors, the product stays the same. You can think of it as the order property of multiplication. Okay, so looking at these birds, you see a 2 here, right?
Yeah.
For our multiplication sentence, what does a 2 represent in this picture, Bella? How many groups? Yep, it represents how many groups. What's our next factor going to be? And I want you to tell me when you tell me, I want you to tell me why that is the factor, Savannah.
3 because there's 3 birds in 2 cages.
3 because there is 3 birds in each of the cages. Okay, now then the answer is going to be how many birds altogether, which, so there is how many birds, Wyatt?
6.
6 birds. Okay. Now, doing the commutative property, now they have a 3 as the first number. And they're showing you the picture. Why is there a 3 now, Jacob? I know, but looking at the picture, why is there a 3? Why is there a 3, I asked? Bella? There are 3 cages. And the first one, were there 2 cages? Or 2 groups? Yes. So in the second one, there are 3 cages or 3 groups. And then what is our second factor going to be? Obviously, you should know this because of the commutative property. But looking at the picture, what should the second factor be, Callie?
2.
Why?
Because there are 2 birds in each cage.
And Cooper, what's the answer going to be then? Why is it 6?
Because 3 cages and 2 birds in each cage equals 6.
Okay, because there are 6 birds, right? There are 6 birds. Now, you can see this is the commutative property. Is there a same? Does it matter how many cages there are?
No. Yes. No.
Well, I mean, can we still have 6 birds? Okay, I guess what I'm trying to say is you can see that there is still 6, even though they split the birds up different ways, right? There's still 6 birds, even though they split them the first time in 2 cages and then the second time in 3 cages. There's still 6 though, right? Okay. So 2 times, what's this number going to be?
3.
3 equals the same thing as 3 times 2. Okay. So math ideas. Facts that show the commutative property of multiplication have the same factors, but in different order. Okay, this 2 times 3 goes first, and then 3 times 2 went the other way. All right, now explain how the models are alike and how they are different. How are these models alike and how are they different?
They are alike because they're just using in both of the sentences they're using the same factors.
Okay, they're using the same factors. The number of groups, the number in each group are just switched. But the numbers are still the same, right? Okay, so let's write that down. Okay, the number of groups and then how many in each group are switched. Okay, now how are they the same, everybody?
They have the same numbers.
They have the same answer, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to say.
They have the same answer. Okay, now try this. Draw a quick picture on the right to show the commutative property of multiplication and then complete the multiplication sentences. So first we need to look at this picture A. How many groups are there?
3.
How many in each group?
4.
Okay, they already have the 4 for you. And how many does that equal altogether? Tanner? Look at your picture. It's on your picture. Okay, so what is 3 times 4?
12.
12. Now we need to do the commutative property. Draw write the multiplication sentence. Now, what's the opposite way we would do this then? Our first factor would be what, Wyatt?
4.
4, and our second factor they already have is 3. So now we have to draw 4 groups. And what are we going to put in each group, guys?
3.
3. Do it. Okay, and just because the factors are switched around, does that mean we have a different answer?
No.
So our product is
12.
12. Now, instead of doing equal groups, now we are doing an array. Why do they have 2 as the